everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a review on the Aurora Glow Kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm going to be talking about the price and the formula, and I'm going to have some swatches as well. And yeah, if you are new here then please don't forget to subscribe, and let's get into the video. Okay, so let's start off with the most sort of like basic thing, which is packaging. So it comes in a sleeve like all the glow kits, and it just sort of like slides out like that. It's got a beautiful sort of like indigo to sort of light pink ombre design, and then that's like carried through onto the outside of that. The inside. And then when you open it up you have a little like sleeve on there, and you've got your colours. You've got quite a range of shades in here, I think more so than you do in the Moonchild. A lot of them look quite white based to me. I think the Moonchild will be really good for pale skin, but I kind of just like the look of this because there was a difference of sort of, there's more of like a range of colours to me. So you've got this sorry, excuse me. You've got the description and the colours on the back and all the ingredients and everything. So if we open it up, we've got I can't point today, look at me. We've got Eclipse here, then we have Luna, we have Spectra, we have Helia, Orion and Lyra. And so this one I would describe, this first colour Eclipse, I would describe this as like a peachy, I would describe this as a peachy highlight. Then you've got Luna, which is a white. Spectra, which is kind of like a duochrome purpley pink shade. Then we've got Helia, which is almost like a green gold shift. You've got Orion, which is just kind of like a straight up blue. And you've got Lyra, which is a slightly darker peachy orange colour. I wouldn't say it's like straight up orange, it's definitely got like a pinky peach reflect to it. I'm just going to take that down because it does sort of like reflect. These do have some glitter in them. Some of them don't, but some of them do. And you can kind of tell when you like look at the palette. Like I would say Eclipse has got glitter in it. Helia doesn't really seem to have much. Orion does seem to have some. I'm going in a weird order, sorry. Luna's got a little bit, and then Spectra's got some, and then Lyra's got some as well. So, but I think the way you put these on, these don't necessarily look like bam, I've got like a Christmas tree, like a Christmas ornament like stuck on my face or anything. Like it's not like super intense with the glitter. I don't think it emphasizes like texture too bad, but I would say that if you have got texture on your cheeks you might want to use a different sort of brush. Like I use the Spectrum tapered highlighting brush, which really like packs highlighter on, but if you had texture you might want to use something like this Smashbox fan brush because it will dust it on rather than sort of like pack it into the skin and like, you know, emphasize the texture that way. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do some finger swatches for you. On my Instagram, which I'll leave linked down below, I do have swatches of some of these shades as well, but they were kind of like, it was more for like an artsy picture than like a typical swatch, you know. So obviously nothing on my fingers. I'm going to go into Eclipse and I'm just going to swipe my finger across it once like that. Okay, so I'm not going to be like rubbing, I'm just going to go across once. There's Eclipse, which is kind of like, you can see the sort of peachy pink reflect, like right there you can see that pink reflect. Then I'm going to go into Luna, just across once like that. That's like a frosty white shade. That's really good for sort of pale skin. Oh, I thought I was going to like wipe that right across my face then. That's good for pale skin. You can see that there. Then we've got Spectra, which is the purple shade. Just going to go across it like that. This one's a little bit powdery, I notice. It's a slight, ever so slightly thicker feel to it. Doesn't feel bad, it just feels a little bit thicker to me. And that one kind of looks like that. It's very purple with a pink sort of shift to it. Then we've got Helia, which is the greeny gold colour. That's this one here. You can see the sort of, it looks quite pale, but it's definitely got the sort of gold reflect to it. I'm sorry, it's really hard to show like swatches on your fingers. Then we've got Orion, which I'm just going to go in on my pinky finger, and that's kind of like a, definitely a light shade but with a sort of blue reflect to it. It's not super like, it's not straight up blue, like I know I said earlier, it's straight up blue, it looks straight up blue in the pan, but it's definitely kind of a light sort of shade. Let me just sort of properly hold this up. It's kind of like a light sort of white base with a blue shift to it. And then lastly we have Lyra, which I'll just do with my other hand. and that's the sort of orangey one. It kind of looks like the same colour as my light. And that's a very orangey, peachy colour with a little bit of like sort of pink to it as well. You can see the sort of pink shift. Oh my goodness, I almost dropped the baby. That's got kind of like a pink shift to it, and I'm going to go ahead and swatch these colours down my wrist for you. Now, I don't have the best setup for swatches here, but I will show you these swatched on my wrist. So as you can see, the colours do come out, like you can see the purple and the blue and the like orange. This greeny colour looks a lot more gold on the skin than it does green in my opinion. You've got this, so just it's in the same order: Eclipse, Luna, Spectra, Helia, Orion and Lyra. I would personally say that the best shades for lighter skin tones would be these here. Lyra would be better for sort of medium or deeper skin tones. That's what I like about the glow kits, is like this particular one. I feel like the sun dipped one, even that dark bronze colour was like a little bit too dark for most people. Like I would think that more like a peachy or like a gold, or you know, like a deeper gold would have been a better colour to put in there. I thought the dark bronze like didn't make much sense, but that's just me, because I think that these colours tend to be more in favour, these sort of like darker orangey or gold tones. I really think that Eclipse is probably, I couldn't even say that then. Eclipse has got a bit of glitter in it, just the ones that I'm looking at. Lyra's got some. I find that this one's quite hard to swatch. It's a bit more like powdery, like it's coming off. The same with Spectra, like you touch it and it's sort of like coming off. Obviously it's not the same as if it was with a brush, but I haven't like rubbed my finger in there and then rubbed it on. I've sort of swiped lightly and then swiped lightly to sort of simulate how you would apply them with a brush. I'm going to go ahead and do a couple of brush swatches for you as well. Just to let you know, I'm wearing Luna today, so that's the colour that's on my face right now, is Luna, which is the lightest one. Okay, so I've just done a brush swatch of Eclipse to just show you. It's not really picking up on camera what it looks like in person, but as you can see, they blend really nicely. I'm not going to swatch all of them over the brush because it's just quite difficult to do, but they blend really nicely into the skin. They're definitely reflective and they don't look super glittery, like you can't see chunks of glitter in this one once it's like applied with a brush. So there's Eclipse swatched for you. Okay, so my overall verdict with this palette, I really like it, I really enjoy it. I have this one and I have the Sweets Glow Kit, so those are the two that I have. I really do like this, but I find myself going in for like the same shades most of the time. Like I know these aren't like supposed to be like practical colours, but I find that I go in with Eclipse with a little bit of Luna most of the time. But I do think that this would work well for like a couple of different skin tones, because I don't think Luna is too white that darker skin tones couldn't use it. I do like that these two are really unique, this blue and this like sort of greeny colour. They're very different, like that's not something that you would see every day. They're definitely doing something very unique with this glow kit. I like the way that they've named it, I like the way it's all packaged, I think that's gorgeous. The formula, so I do like the formula. I can find it's a little bit drier than my Sweets kit. That's a bit more like buttery to me. This is a little tiny bit dry. I think it might be because it's got a bit more glitter in it. It's not horrendous, like it's not really bad, but if you put too much on, like you can tell, because it can sort of emphasize like dryness. But overall I do really like this palette and I would recommend getting it if you like the colours in here. I think if you're kind of like a makeup lover, a makeup artist, or someone who does, you know, a lot of like Instagram things or anything on YouTube, I think you would perhaps maybe get a bit more use out of it. Like, you know, the average day-to-day person might not get as much use out of it, whereas perhaps I might do some more creative looks. Like I know I'm doing my rainbow series, and I also got this because I know I wanted to use Orion for my blue look. So yes, I do say that overall it's a really good palette. I do enjoy it, but just be aware of the points that I've made, and that might help you steer towards getting it or not getting it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you've got any requests for other reviews you wanted me to do, I wanted to review the Smashbox Casey Holmes palette as well, then just let me know in the comments down below, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, bye!